See, it takes me a while for it to load, so I don't actually know if I'm on or not. Like, I'm definitely on now, but I don't know when it started because it was loading. But, yeah, welcome. Hello, everyone. Who's there? Is anybody there? Is it just me today? Well, that would be kind of weird. I feel like I said this last time, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. Hello! I don't see anybody saying anything in the chat. Oh, there's somebody. Hi. Sorry, I'm 2 minutes late. I was working on something up until the start of the stream. And I'll show you that before we get started on today's topic. Who can guess what we're doing today? Anybody? First person to guess, I don't know, I'll do something. Yeah, we're doing animals today. So, Marina Dupenchang put a cat emoji. I don't know if that was supposed to symbolize that we're doing creatures, but Jaro also said animals. So, congratulations. You two were the first ones to say something. We give a cyber hug? Yeah, I'll give you a cyber hug. Here. No. That's the best cyber hug I can give you. Welcome. Nothing stressing me out. Why would there be something stressing me out? That because I was working up until the start of the stream? No, it was fine. I mean, I'm sure it was worth, because this is something that we brought up, I feel like, every single week since a couple weeks ago. So it was something that I felt was necessary to complete, and I just never remembered to do it until the hour before the stream. And plus, we were setting up the document for the creatures, so... And thanks to everyone who submitted something on the Discord. Alright, well, looks like we got a good amount of people here today. Also, for those of you guys who are still working on something in the Discord, Mr. Fruit said that they would update the Google Doc as we were going on, so you can still continue working, and hopefully we will be done. You'll be done before we get to the bottom. Which, how many do we have? We've got about only 15, 16, 17 to go through as of right now. But we'll see. Alright, so let me go ahead and pull up the thing I was working on, because I think it's important. I suppose I can just do it like this. Yeah, having the stream chat on the side's a little bit weird, but it's fine. We get through it. Procrastinating does not work. No, it doesn't. It's best not to procrastinate. Look, my excuse for not getting it done beforehand was that I wasn't procrastinating, I just forgot to do it. So, yeah, there's my excuse. Alright, so, yeah, this is good. We have got the Page Turner development timeline. Yay! So, I put this together like 10 minutes ago because I feel like this is important to have. So, I mean, we know sort of like the direction that we're heading. Like, obviously the end goal is to write something out, whether that be a comic or a story or something. But the end goal is to have something to, I don't know, say, hey, we made a story and hooray, it's fun. But we don't really know, like, we never really had like a clear-cut path as to what to go for, if that makes any sense. So, I thought that I would put this together to sort of guide us through this adventure of story development. So, this is the intro stuff, and I'm pretty sure we're already past the intro because we're definitely doing world building right now. And so for the intro, the very first 2 streams, or was it 3 streams? I can't remember. Was the base idea, and so we did the base idea, and then we sort of did a plot base. Actually, we may have done side characters or main characters first. Anyway, it doesn't really matter which side we go down. It's just like this is the characters route, and then this is the like story route, I suppose you could say. So we didn't necessarily follow like this and then this per se. It was sort of just a kind of a mix and mash around, but it doesn't really matter what the order was. The point is we did pretty much all of this stuff. Now, The reason why base is put here is because we're not done with the plot. We're not done with the magic. All of that will come later after we have world building, and then we can actually sort of fully do the plot, because we can't do the plot without like being able to say, okay, so this character is going to be going to this building to do this adventure, right? We can't say that yet because we don't know this building, this place, this adventure, right? So we just have to have a sort of an idea of what we can expect first, and then we got to world build so that we have a place to put that idea, and then we can finalize the idea in the story development section. Okay, cool. So we are right here, and this number right here is for the streams. So pretty much stream 0 to 21 was for the intro, and then stream number 22 was the plants, and this is stream 25, yeah. And so we're doing animals today. So Luna's World, that's sort of like what we're doing as a whole, but that can also incorporate like other things. We did plants, and then we're doing animals today, and we did partially animals 2 streams ago. I keep forgetting that last stream was a little bit weird. Okay, so then after we do animals, then we need to do environment and biomes. So that'll probably be next week. And then islands, will be doing the islands. Now the biomes will probably take more than 1 stream, I would assume. So it'll probably be 2 or 3 streams for this. And then islands will definitely, I assume there's definitely going to be a stream for each island. There's 9 islands, so that's 9 streams total, plus probably a couple extra streams. So probably 10 to 12 streams just on islands. And then the towns actually might be mixed in with the islands a little bit, so that one might actually be fine. These 2 might be combined, but just saying that these 2 are going to take a long time. And then map making will come after all of this, or maybe we'll start map making like a little bit beforehand just to like sort of get an idea, and then we'll put it all together, you know. So if we do a little bit of map making just to get a base, then we can sort of like develop this and this simultaneously, and then we'll put it all together. And then we got to double check to make sure everything is fine with the intro and the world building, make sure everything is good, and then we can just do some extra fun stuff to sort of make Ilaria feel more alive. So like businesses and services, so you know, like how do you store food, how does the electricity work? Obviously they don't have electricity, so it would be some sort of thing with magic. And sort of that ties in with life on Ilaria, like what can we expect all these daily life people to do in their jobs and stuff like that. And then anything extra. Okay, so that's the world building. World building is going to take the most time, and it's going to have, well, actually I can't say it's going to take the most time, because actually like writing the story will actually take a long time too. But as far as, it's going to feel like it takes the longest because some of the stuff isn't actually very fun. I mean, it's all fun, it's just, it can drag on for a really long time, making it feel like, oh man, I don't feel like we're making any progress. So, yeah, it's just small little nitpicky stuff, but I think it'll be beneficial in the end. So, we got that. After we're done with world building, which I assume, if I had to guess, my guess is it's going to take another 30 or 40 streams until we're done with world building. So, that'll probably put us around stream 55, so about another year until we're done with world building. And then what we can do is we can finish up the story, finish the magic system, finish the characters, finish anything else, and then we can decide on the format as far as if we're doing a story, or if we're doing a comic, or if we're doing it, if it's pitched, if we pitch it to a place or something. And then we can break off everybody into teams and sort of be like, okay, so this is what you're working on, this is what you're working on. Then we can actually write the story, because regardless of if it's a TV show or if it's in the format of a book or a comic, we have to write the story. That's the same no matter what. And then we will do the voicing / art if there is any art. So yeah, and then we'll be done. So how we do it? Is that good? Sorry that took a long time to explain, but I feel like this is important to get out of the way because, yeah, and then this story development, I don't know how long it's going to take to finish the story, or like the base story, because obviously writing the story is going to be different from finishing the story, sort of. So my guess is this will also take, well, okay, here's the thing though, right? I don't know how long we're actually going to be doing streams, because for the story development, that's like, you don't want to have a stream for every, like, that would just take too long, I feel like. So when we're actually writing the story, the streams, it might turn more into a Discord thing instead of a stream thing, where it's like we get on and we have like a group meeting, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, we will get to that when we get there. It's gonna be another like 50 streams until, or well, it'll probably be another year before we're there. Yeah. So, I don't know. Unless if we decide to be like, all right, so we're gonna stop the streams and then work off stream, but then we can get more done if we're not on the stream. So I don't know. We'll just have to see where we're going with this. So we will decide. But obviously we still got to do the animals, environments and biomes and islands. That's like the next main priorities. So we'll do that. Okay. We ready to talk about animals? Oh yeah. So if you're in the Discord, this picture is in the resources channel. So if you want to reference this, you can go there. And if you have any suggestions, if I left anything out, then you can leave some suggestions and I will try to edit this. A stream for writing the story could be like the first half is making an outline and the second half is going over the finished product from the weeks before. Okay. That's actually a good idea. That is a good idea. The thing is though, right? Let's say for example we have 3 seasons, each season being around 24 episodes. That's like 70 episodes. That's a lot of that's 70 streams. 1 stream per episode pretty much. So just saying. I mean, if you want to spend a year and a half just writing episodes, or well, just doing an outline, or just, yeah, I guess it would be writing episodes. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. It'll be fun though. It'll be fun. No matter how long it takes, it'll be fun. Even if it does take 2 more years from now, but it'll be cool because we can be like, all right, so this is where we started 2 years ago. Okay. What was the villain's name? Did we ever name the king? I don't think we did we? I can't remember if we ever named the king or not. Blake is the first villain, sort of. He's not really a villain. He's more of a an opponent, because everyone's sort of confused. But as of right now, the king is the villain. I don't think we have a name yet. That's crazy. I thought we came up with a name. Naming on this series is always really bad, because nobody can agree on a name. 100 years page turner stream. 97 more years. Yeah, every day page turner. You and me, me and Raul, every day page turner. So like every single day we stream. Is that what you're suggesting? That would be pretty chaotic if we streamed every single day. I mean, it would definitely be efficient, but think about it like this though, right? That would mean that we have to write an episode every single day, right? And we want to make sure that it flows well. Okay, here's the thing with the teams though, right? You know, when they're actually, like, let's just use Miraculous Ladybug for an example, right? They have a team of writers, and I think the way it typically goes is there's typically one person who's like the director of an episode, and sort of they write the story and they sort of walk us through what all is happening, and then, you know, it's obviously a team, so then they're like, the team's giving feedback and whatnot. But since we have so many people working on this, I assume that what we can do is we can break it off, so it's not like just everybody's working on one thing. We can break it off so that there's multiple people working on other things. And then we can just go ahead and go in and revise things and stuff. So that way, it's not necessarily just like the same couple people always writing an episode. It's like it's broken off. And obviously everyone will be putting input into each episode, but that way we can have actual separate writers, and then we can go in and revise them. So that way it's not as hard on the same people. Oh, the Rick and Morty reference? Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, okay, that wasn't really what I was thinking. I mean, now that you remember the Szechuan sauce, yeah, I remember that, but I forgot, like, it wasn't clicking with me, but yeah, now that you remember, now that you reminded me, I remember now. Oh, Linux, you're still moving? That's alright. Yeah, there's no rush. I mean, we're world building right now, so it's not really like there's any rush to do anything necessarily, because most of it's just like pitching ideas. So, yeah. Good luck. Yeah, good luck with the move. It's too long to copy and paste. Oh, there's an idea in the ideas collection on the Discord about his name. Oh, okay, so we'll have to do that. We'll have to have another. I've noticed that people have been putting a lot of things in the ideas collection, and I haven't read them. So we'll have to do another stream of us going back through the ideas collection, and then that'll be cool. Now, obviously, we will have streams that don't necessarily relate to the timeline, and that's perfectly okay. Not every single stream has to stay to the timeline. This is just a general base of things that we have to do before going on to the next one, because obviously, we don't really want to do businesses and services before we have the towns and villages, you know? So, yeah, there is sort of a timeline, but if we stray off of it a little bit, then it's not too big of a deal. Oh, there's not that much in ideas collection? I don't know. We've been very narrowed down, so there hasn't been as many ideas in brainstorming because we're doing such specific things then that it's just like, it's not really like there's story ideas or character ideas because we're doing plants, and that's pretty much it, and then animals, and then that's pretty much it. So it's not really like there's much room for ideas per se. Of course, if anybody has any ideas for the story, feel free to put them down, but for right now, that's not really what we're focusing on. We're doing world building, and it's fun. It's long, but it's fun. Oh yeah, there definitely has been character ideas too. But I'm just saying, in general, there hasn't been as many as like when we were like, okay, so we need character ideas. Now it's sort of like, okay, we don't necessarily need them right now. We will need them eventually, but it's not really the main priority. So that way, it's not that many, you know. Will there be page turner merch? Well, it sort of depends. So if we need, eventually for writing and stuff like that, if ideally, you know, like this would be something where I could give everybody money and it would be fun because, I mean, you know, that would be cool, right? But this series makes no money on YouTube, so everybody who's working on this is just doing it out of the kindness of their hearts, and it's just fun, you know? So, as of right now, I don't know. I think it would be a cool way to raise money, but since this is such a small group of people working on this, let's see, there's 30 people watching right now. It's about the same people that tune in every week, and so it's not like, and it's not really out there, you know? Like, the recap episodes don't do very well, but they're not so much for, like, getting it out there, right? It's more for us to go back, so that way we don't have to go through a 2-hour-long stream. We can just go watch the recap episode and be like, okay, so this is what we did last week in case we need to go back and remember it. So, yeah, there might be merch, and I definitely do want to get some sort of merch eventually, just because I think that's really cool. Like maybe some posters or something like that, just to remember it by, and that would probably be the main focus of it. It wouldn't necessarily be to make money and then fund it. I would just want it just to be like, hey, I remember this thing that I did that one time, right? So I don't really know. As of right now, I don't have any plans. If it gets bigger, then yes, there will be. If it, I don't know. We'll just have to see. It would be cool. Yeah, I think a lot of people would really be interested in the merch because it's so cool. Like, it could be something like, you know, if you were wearing this shirt, that means that you are part of the team. And if it does end up getting really big and it becomes like a bestseller book or something, then that would be really cool, right? But I just, as of right now, it's just a very small collected group of people working on this. And so, yeah, there's not really any plans to do anything as far as merch or like actual production of anything. But yeah, it's cool. quite frankly, right, it's kind of a good thing if you think about it that it's a fairly small group of people working on this, because if it wasn't, then, like, well, one, there would be so many ideas and so many conflicting ideas specifically that we wouldn't get anywhere, and two, like, the more people that know about it, the less enjoyable it will be for them to watch it or read it when it's finished, you know, because it's like, okay, well, I already know what's going to happen in the next one because I helped write the next one. So it'll be more enjoyable for the people who are reading it if they didn't, like, watch a couple episodes of this series and be like, okay, so I sort of know this character's true intentions because I watched one of their recap episodes, you know? Okay. Creature time? Yeah, I think it's about time we do the creatures. Yay! Okay, again, this is in the resources channel on the Discord, I think. I'm pretty sure I put it there. Someone can double check. Alright, Ilarian creatures. Yay! This is formatted very similar to the plants, because, yeah, it's easy to format them the same way. Webtoon could be nice. I don't know what that is. I don't know how that works, so I'll have to look into it. I know there's a bunch of different things that we could do. I just haven't given it much thought because we're so far away from it. You don't trust Webtoon? Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. We will have to see. There's a lot of stuff out there. Okay, so the first one that we got was the head-eating tortoise. The head-eating jumping tortoise. The males are about the same size as a sulcata tortoise and have strong back legs to jump, while the females can't jump and are much smaller. The male turtle will hide among the rocks, waiting for a large animal to walk by. It will stay like this until it starves to death, which can take a few months depending on what they previously ate. When its desired meal passes by, it will jump up and snatch the head off of the body. It's brutal. A male will then try to impress a possible mate by regurgitating part of its meal and offering it to the female. The bigger size of the animal, the more impressed the female will be. If the female accepts, they will reproduce. Once laid, the male will run away with the egg to avoid the females eating them, sort of like fish. He will then care for the eggs until they hatch, which takes 3 months, and then scare away the youngs from their territory, or from his territory, I suppose. Then he will die shortly after, because these tortoises do not live very long after reproduction. Meanwhile, the male babies will have to spend several months becoming big enough to jump and eat the head of an animal so they can follow in the footsteps of their father, while the females will sit around waiting for a male to impress them. Very interesting creatures, and this is what it sort of looks like. You can see the very big, thick legs here. And I don't know, something about this face, it kind of looks kind of cute, but at the same time, it looks like it can eat me, and yeah. Okay, and then there were a couple comments. There was a couple comments on like 2 of them that I wrote down. And I suppose these are comments that were in the Discord, and so we can, I'm just putting them out there. So this one, yeah. You would gladly let that eat you? Why? Okay, that's probably really small. Oh no, I can't zoom in either. How is this gonna work? I thought this would be a good idea. Can you read that? Is that good? Maybe I'll just read it out. I don't know. Okay. So, let's see. I think this is all just one big comment. Maybe what their prey is could be more generalized, like they eat anything that fits in their mouth, but only some large prey can impress the females because the females, I assume, are much smaller than the males, and so they can't catch larger prey. I also think that maybe the male has to consistently bring the female food she likes if he wants her to mate with him. Also, what would the gestation period of the eggs be? Okay, so I think, yeah, so the biggest problems I see with this one as of right now is that, where was it? Oh yeah, the turtle hides. I feel like it should just, like this comment is saying, is the prey, they will go after anything, but as far as the larger prey goes, they will try to get that, and then they can impress the females. And so I think that just makes more sense as far as survival goes, because I mean, I suppose the animal could survive for many months without eating, but I don't know. That's just one thing. Yeah, and then as far as the females go, I feel like if they're smaller and don't attack as much, then it makes more sense for them to have to be brought food constantly. And so that would maybe play into it. So maybe like finding a female would be, largest food. And then after that, then they're like their standards go lower, so then they can just be like, okay, well, I just need food to survive, and then they can, if some other turtle brings them another huge large animal, then that turtle might be like, all right, I'm gonna move over to this one because this one brought me a bigger food or something. I don't know, but yeah, those are just some ideas. Yeah. All right, so that was one comment for this turtle. I don't think there was any other. Okay, so that was it for the turtle, the head-eating tortoise. Obviously, this name can be changed, but as of right now, this was just the name given for this turtle tortoise thing. So, yeah, we got the head-eating tortoise. All right, so this next one's the glow monk. I named this one. This one didn't have a name. I really don't want to go through the process of naming things on stream because that took forever last time when we were doing plants. So, yeah, I just came up with glow monk because chipmunk and it sort of glows. So, yeah, it's just a temp name for now. A squirrel with 3 tails that can talk with the voice of a chipmunk. It has patterns that glow in the dark. Every squirrel's glow has a different color. It can be neon pink, neon red, neon green, neon blue, and neon purple. And here's a picture concept. You can see the 3 tails and then the designs on it, which I think it's a really cool concept. And then there were some comments. This one is really long. Doesn't fit. My webcam is a little bit too big for it. Okay. So I think these are 2 separate comments from 2 different people. So the first person said, the only concern I have with this is that it might be too easy for it to be spotted by predators. Maybe if the squirrels are social, then they might have the ability to use their glow to signal stuff to the other squirrels, but if not, glowing wouldn't provide an evolutionary advantage. So that is assuming that a lot of things on Ilaria try to kill you, which is sort of, I feel like, the direction with some plants and stuff. It would be easy for the squirrel to be caught and stuff. So if it was optional, or maybe it wasn't like always on, maybe it was sort of like a firefly where it like flickers on and off. So that's one suggestion that this first comment had. Okay, so second one about the squirrel one, I agree with Bubble. If they glow all the time, then their population will be completely wiped out by nocturnal predators. Maybe they could be kind of like well, there we go. Flashing different signals to communicate in the dark. Also, where do they live? I think that maybe they'd live in in shallow caves as well as underground tunnel networks, but they are able to climb up trees if they need to. I was thinking that maybe they would just constantly live up in the trees, so that way they can jump tree by tree, and then like just they would have like a whole town maybe in the trees. I don't know, but then like birds can easily get them, something, I don't know. Maybe like it has to be a specific tree that's like really thick up top. That could be an interesting for a tree, which, well, I guess we did have some trees, but that would sort of play into the biomes. Like the biomes has more generic trees, but we can just specify like the trees in this biome have really thick leaves, so that way this population of squirrel could, survive up in the trees because nobody like it's their own private like town sort of. Okay, where was I? If they need to get food, escape from predators, etc., that's following up if they were to climb trees. Going with the communication via flashing stripes, maybe they can light up different parts of the stripes at a time to increase the number of patterns they can create. Maybe each individual can have their own distinct signature pattern, like a name, like how wolves have signature howls. Also, what do you mean can talk with the voice of a chipmunk? How about it just makes sounds like its own species? I mean, it isn't a chipmunk, so why would it communicate the same way like a groundhog doesn't communicate? Okay. So yeah. As far as that talks with the voice of a chipmunk, that yeah. Okay. So basically, the critiques that two people had for this one was maybe not constantly glowing. Maybe it's a communication thing. And I think it would be really interesting if if this was a kind of squirrel that was pretty smart, and if we were going with that tree idea where it's like a thick tree and they live in the leaves of the tree, and it's just them, and like it's sort of like a bee's nest but with leaves and trees. Then they can communicate, and then it would be kind of cool because then it would be like in the night, they go around and then they signal glows, and it would be sort of like a spy movie kind of thing where it's like mission insquirrelable, and then they're like going to get food at night and stuff like that, and they're like hiding, and then it's like two glows for yes, one glow for no or something. So I don't know, that would be kind of funny, I feel like. But yeah, I really like this concept though. Just see glowing in glowing in the fluffin' torches. Yeah, that would be cool. Isn't a bug that eats light basically a semi-sentient plant? I don't know. Maybe. Okay. The glowing could scare off predators. That's also true. Depending on the predator, though. Depending on the predator. Okay. So, that was it for these ideas. I will leave them on there in case we need to go back to them. But we can go back to here. And then that way we can have the chat showing up for the recap episode. Okay, so next we have got... I suppose we should take a break. Does anybody have any questions so far or suggestions for the first two as far as the glow monk and the head-eating tortoise? Because we can write down notes if we want. We can make a glowing pattern, like glowing eyes to scare off a predator. Possibly. Possibly. Did somebody say they didn't know what a fluffin' torch was? Someone fill you in on this stream. Do you need help? Like, are you caught up with Page Turner, or have you never watched a stream before? Mango, I feel like I recognize you. So, we're just doing creatures. First we did the head-eating tortoise, and then next we did the glow monk. Okay, you're caught up. Okay, cool. That's all we've done so far. And then we also talked about the development timeline. So, yay! So, okay, assuming that nobody had anything that they wanted me to write down for these two, we can move on to the next one, right? Yeah? We good? Alright. So, next one is Cloud Companions. This is also a temp name that I made because I didn't want to sit through making a name. These cloud animals are made out of clouds. When one of these cloud animals are tamed, they turn short and adorable. They live in high mountains. And then here's a picture of the Cloud Companion. And I feel like there were also going to be like sentient clouds, which I feel like is... Mr. Fruit, did you add the sentient clouds? There was the mushroom, fish, marshmallow, fluff clouds, yeah. Alright, we'll get to that later. Okay. Then there were no comments. I haven't really, because I was working on the development timeline, some of the ones further down I didn't check. So I don't know if there were any comments later down, but yeah. Okay. So, anybody have any questions on the Cloud Companions as of right now? Or comments, concerns? Yes, no, maybe so. I assume like the maybe the cloud companions and the sentient clouds could just be basically the same thing. And then maybe the cloud, this is like their form beforehand, and then the sentient cloud is what they turn into, sort of. I don't know. Can you ride them? Good question. It depends on how big they get, and it depends on how dense they are. So maybe some certain ones you could ride, maybe some you don't. More info on them. Well, we don't really have more info, because can they just turning into a normal cloud? I don't know. I don't know the like. I assume that it's gonna be sort of like just a normal cloud, but in the form like sort of like this. It's this one's in the form of a unicorn. So then maybe if you can like detach it from like maybe it's up like if you're high up in the mountains, like higher than the clouds, maybe you could find one of these creatures, and all you have to do is detach it from like the actual cloud itself, and then it'll be like, you freed me, and then it'll become smaller and like densify maybe, and then it'll become like, instead of like a full-sized horse, it'll be just like a little stuffed animal horse kind of thing. Maybe, I don't know. That's just one idea. But for example, if there was like a whale, that would be a huge, and then if it was smaller, then it'd be like a big sized, right? So then you could actually ride on the whale, maybe. It sort of just depends on the creature and how big it ended up being. Maybe. I don't know, just spitballing here. Anything else? There can also be other shaped clouds. Well, yeah, of course. There could be like whales, or like dogs, or maybe just like regular old clouds with faces. I don't know. We can come up with something eventually. It's more important to get animal bases here than to get specific properties of each animal, like this is how many different kinds of this animal there are, because we need something to fill the world with. And if we can just say, all right, so there's these creatures in the world, we'd be like, okay, so there are those, but if we're not encountering them as of right now, then we don't really need to develop them. We just need it to fill the world. So, I mean, eventually, yes, if they appear in the show, then we will need to clarify more specifics on them. But, yeah. All right. So, assuming that there's nothing else, we got this one. How do you pronounce this one? Like, is it Hehit Bud? Hehit Bud? Bud? Heat Bud? How do you pronounce it? Yeah, well, I said multiple pronunciations. Hehit Bud? Heat Bud? Is it Heat Bud or Hehit Bud? Because when I was writing this, I was like, well, this is going to be fun to pronounce. Heat? Is it Heat? Heat. Yeah, it depends on if it's a more English Hehit. So it's Hehit Bud. Hehit Bud. Right? Hehit Bud. Hehit Bud. Hehit Bud. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that's correct. Hehit Bud. What was your inspiration for the name for this one? I want to know, because like it's interesting. It's an interesting name. Hehit Bud. Hehit Bud. does sound German. Hehetbud. Well, I don't know any German, so. It's inspired by someone else's character called Hehetmon. Is that character's not from Page Turner, is it? They say hehet a lot. Is it from Page Turner or is it from some other thing that I'm not aware of? It's not German, okay. Well, I was just reading off what other people said. Okay. Well, anyway. The Hehetbud is a friendly and cute squishy creature that hosts a flower on top of its head. It is possible to keep as a pet. Its mood changes according to the condition of the flower, so you better take care of it before it gets hostile. Once it becomes hostile, the flower is no longer on the Hehetbud's head. It is hard to make it go back to a friendly form. Hostile Hehetbuds will shoot a slimy substance that can poison you and leave you dizzy and off balance. After a few minutes it will wear off, but if you don't want to stay there for a few minutes, then it's best to have the antidote, which is made from the kind of flower that the Hehetbud hosted before. The way you can transform it back to a friendly form is to give it the right kind of flower and shower it with love. Sometimes people collect slimy dizzy potion and use it on other people. That usually lives in meadows or maybe even in the woods. Hehetbud. Hehetbud. Yeah, okay, so then this is the friendly version. Then the flower is wiltering here, and then he's angry, like, oh, my flower. So, someone make a compilation of Aiden trying to pronounce Hehetbud? Okay, well, you know what, you have fun with that, I suppose. If you want to, you'll have to clip it. I do, so the way that I do the episodes is I stream and record at the same time. And so that way I have all of it, so I don't have to download it off of YouTube. So, yeah. I have all the raw files of every stream that we've done. So, yeah. I don't know. That information has no use whatsoever, but I just thought I'd let you know in case you were interested. What color is it transparent? I don't know. Code Mari, what color? Does it come in multiple colors? Is it your traditional blue slime color? Well, I suppose blue and green are the traditional slime colors. Aiden's fun fact of the day, indeed. Let's see, do I have another one? I don't think so. Not transparent. Oh, you don't know either. Not transparent. Okay. So, let's just say green. Because green... Oh, fun fact of the day. Aiden's favorite color is green. So, light blue, someone said. Maybe it changes color. So maybe this is green, this is yellow, this is red. Maybe. Just throwing it out there. Maybe it's green, blue, red, or blue, green, red. I don't know. So. Yeah. Green's my favorite color, but I also really do like pink for the cherry blossoms. I am a timeless god, indeed. That is who I am. That's how we could do Page Turner for so long. Fun fact, Page Turner has been going on for the past 10 years. It's just... I've stopped time. Like it changed color according to the mode. Yeah. If it's sick, it should be green. Maybe. It can change color. I feel like it changing color is a cool idea. Okay, so assuming that we don't have anything else to talk about with the Hehetbud, now we can move on to the Gelox. This is also a temp name that I came up with, so it could be changed. They are passive and harmless creatures. Even with horns, they are harmless. They come in many forms and have scales, or some have scales and some have horns. They have feathers, wings, tails, and fun fact, they don't have teeth and can't harm anyone with their horns or claws due to them being a jello type of substance. They are stiff enough to keep form, but collapse on impact, completely harmless. Okay, so the backstory behind this name is this jello, and then this sort of looks like a fox, so I said jello and fox, Jellox. So that's the backstory behind the name. So okay. So I think, how does it eat? That's like my first question, is how does this creature eat if its teeth are just jello? Like, does it... I mean, if it's completely harmless, you would think that it would just be like, sort of like a pet. You know, like completely only a pet. Which could be interesting. It could be like the dogs and cats of Earth, but instead, there's so many different varieties where it's like, hey, I got a Jellox. And, you know, it's like, maybe at some time, like, they were fierce creatures, but then over time they were just bred to become pets. Maybe. So, yeah. I think this could be like their soul, like, well, obviously they're gonna have other pet kind of variations, but like, this one will just be a very generic pet that has many different forms, and so everyone's Jellox will be unique, and so something like that. They absorb their food. You almost burned your popcorn? It's important to stay tuned for the stream, but if you're multitasking, probably it's more important to do the other thing, not the stream. So it's okay. You can always come back and watch the recap episode at the end of Tuesday sometime. Maybe the jello has an absorbing agent inside itself. Yeah, possibly. And then here's the thing though, right? If it melts on collapse, then like, if it melts because it's eating something, how does it regain the form of a tooth? And if it melts and falls out of the mouth, then like what, does it just become a tooth on the floor or something? I don't know. Eats poppleberries. Yeah, actually I still have some made. So what I ended up doing is I had that one initial batch that I had for the stream, but I also, in case for some reason that batch got messed up while it was like sitting overnight, I also had another batch already made, but instead of it just sitting in that container, it was in its mold. So I still have one in the freezer in the mold left over, and I still have the Fanta Blue thing. I don't have any more of that smoothie because I drank the smoothie, but I do have more of the Fanta Blue. I have something that eats poppleberries, and I'll try to finish the shading. Oh, sweet. I can't wait to see it. Poppleberries are going to be iconic. I want to see actual I want poppleberry soda to become an actual thing. Like, wouldn't that be so cool? Like, what if we became the next Coke? And that was because, you know, it was just a simple idea during a stream talking about page turner. It's like, yeah, we're a multi-billion-dollar business. Like, wouldn't that be so cool? I'd give all of you a small cut of the money. Okay. So, are we good with the Jellox? I kind of like the name Jellox, though, so as long as the creator who made the Never Tired 17, as long as they're fine with Jellox, I'm fine with it. Okay, So, we're a drinks business. And on the side, we develop cartoons, books, and comics. Yeah. We focus on the drinks, but we also do this other stuff, which is so weird. Like, when you think of, you know, a business doing two separate things, like, typically it's like, I don't know, windows and doors, right? They're two different things, but they're still sort of related. But, like, drinks and its stories, that's completely different. Yeah. Okay, so this next one is Wisply. Also, the same, like, I came up with this name again because I didn't want to do it on stream. A butterfly that powerful magic users can use to see prophecies, or maybe it is used as a type of silk-like magic. Maybe this butterfly can be weaved into a fabric that has a picture of a prophecy. The prophecies would be what could happen and guide people in a direction, but it's not like a set thing would, or a set thing independent on the magic users and their power. The weaves could be different, like it could be on the same prophecy, but it turns into the same weave and it would look different and could be interpreted differently. The butterfly would be about the same size of a butterflies in our world, and depending on the size of the prophecy, you would need more butterflies, and once the magic has been extracted, the butterfly would die, or it could just have no more magic, so it would turn into a regular butterfly. I assume the butterflies would be super rare, or you could find them in a special place. And I think that the fabric with the picture of the prophecy was fulfilled. The fabric would either burst into flames, or it would go into a butterfly, or make a new butterfly, or the fabric would stop glowing. So here's a concept image. So, I think this is actually really cool. It reminds me of that scene from Brave. You know that one scene with, like, the wisp or whatever it was? I can't remember. It was so long ago when I watched it. But I remember that there was, like, a blue creature of some kind that was, like, guiding the main character or something through the forest. That's sort of what it reminded me of. But I also think it's interesting to take the butterfly. It's kind of mean, but to take the butterfly and use its, like, silkiness and weave it into a pattern that tells you a fortune. A will-o-wisp. That's a better name than Wisply, I think. I will also write that down. The Wisply comes from a wisp and a butterfly. Except the fly, yeah. So I don't think the prophecy thing is a good idea. It's getting to time magic territory. Time. Why is it getting... How does that relate to time exactly? I think maybe instead of a prophecy, maybe it's more of like a guiding spirit. Like it can sense what you need, and then it can sort of like help you in that way. Wait, will-o-wisp is already a thing? Oh, will-o-wisp is from Brave. Okay. Well, then we won't use that then. Wisply. So, okay, yeah. So the two ideas that came from this was either that it was like a guiding thing or the prophecies. And so I assume Mr. Fruit's more in favor of it just being like a guiding spirit, sort of like what Brave was, instead of you weaving it into something. So, yeah, it's interesting. Fluttershock. Butterfly to Blake, you need therapy. Butterfly went extinct the next day. Oh boy. Are you saying Fluttershock as a name suggestion? Maybe fortune cookies? Maybe. Butterflyn. Okay, well, I'll write all these down just in case. Fluttershock. Wait a minute. Fluttershock is a picture service, right? Butterflyn. Okay. Okay. The Timeless Lord can do time magic. Of course. I can do I'm the most powerful Made. Oh, Flutter Shock. Oh, Shutterstock. That's what it was. Yeah, it was similar. It was similar. I guess. Okay, I'll write this down now. I'll write this down. Since it was it was Shutterstock, not Flutterstock. Shock. That's funny. See, I remember the day when that company didn't exist because I'm the timeless lord. How about Destiny's Whisper, a reference to whispers? Are whispers in the... Are you talking about the game Destiny? Why would you pick... I don't know. I assume that's a name. Destiny's Whisper. Okay, we can write that down. I have no idea why my brain was just like, yeah, let's go ahead and revert to the game Destiny instead of the actual Destiny. That was interesting. Destiny, is it? That doesn't sound right. Destiny's... Okay, well, we will keep it at that for now. Okay, we're gonna move on. I don't want to do names. If we're only doing names, then we don't need names. Yeah, I remember what whispers were. I don't know. For some reason, my brain was just like, well, yeah, we're gonna talk about Destiny, the game now. And so everything from that point was just like, all right, well, maybe there's some sort of whispers in the game. I was like, well, shoot, are we? Maybe it was that. Maybe it was because we were relating it to Brave, and I was like, well, shoot. I just need to make sure that we're not copying off of somebody else's idea, right? Forflin. Okay, that's the last one I'm writing down. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry for instantly reverting to the game. I don't know why I did, but, yeah. I made my mistake, and I have... hopefully made up for it. Okay, so next one is the ticklebee. This is a ticklebee. They are very similar to bees on Earth, except they're yellow and pink and tend to are very slow and friendly, unlike on Earth. If they sting you, it doesn't hurt a bit. Instead, they tickle you for a short while, leaving you feeling joyful and refreshed. From the ticklebee, I can't read right now. What the heck? From the ticklebees comes ticklebee honey. What is going on? From the ticklebees comes ticklebee honey, which, if you eat, lifts your mood and can make you laugh. It tastes great. I must have had some ticklebee honey. Okay. I still don't like tickles. Okay, well. Yeah. All right. Well, I was just there was a bee in here. Get out of here, bee. Yeah. Maybe I'm just hot. How hot is it supposed to be today? Might be pretty hot outside. I have to turn off my fans pretty much when I stream. Well, that was interesting. I don't know why I couldn't read that. So many ticklebee stuff. Okay. Any questions with the ticklebee? I think it's interesting because, like, for example, Minecraft, it's trying to get people to be less afraid of bees since, like, bees are sort of going extinct and stuff like that, and we need bees. So it's a good thing to represent the bees and be like, hey, we need bees. Bees aren't all that bad. And so, yeah. Imagine being able to read. Indeed. Imagine being able to read. Alright. So, assuming that nobody else has any ideas, let's move on to the snow siren. Alright. Now, this also marks, I did not proofread anything past this. So, just putting that out there, because this is when I started, like, after this point, I put this one in, and then after this point, I let Mr. Fruit take over, and I did the development timeline. So, yeah. Alright, so the snow siren, a silvery, colorful fox with blue markings. It has no ears, So this sort of looks like a seal. It lives in snowy climates and sings to lure people into it. Then it proceeds to kill and eat them. Oh. Well, it's a little bit mean, but fair enough, I suppose. It has to eat somehow. It nests in underground dens and decorates the area around them with the bones of the people that it's killed. Dang, man. Which it carves runes and stories into with its teeth. The bones are usually sorted into piles by person and or by story. Oh, okay, yeah, because it carves the stories. Why is this giving me an error? Dismiss. Males have to design elaborate nests to attract females. If she likes it, she will allow him to mate with her and take up residence until the nest until pups are old enough to be left alone. Pups usually range from 3 to 6 in a litter, though there could be down to 1 and as many as 9. That's a lot. The mother takes care of them alone, usually for around 9 months. Mating occurs in the dead of winter. Gestation is about 7 weeks, and pups are born in late of winter / early spring. Around early to mid-autumn, the mother leaves the pups alone and goes to live by herself again. Mating usually only occurs at least 5 years. Oh, after the fox last mated. The lifespan of the snow siren is usually about 100 to 150 years. That is a long time. That's going to lead to some really bad population issues, because if each one produces, let's say, for example, an average of around 5 pups, and they live for 100 to 150 years, and they reproduce every 50 or every 5 years, that's a lot. But they can live much longer. Jeez. I was thinking of the climate being snowy all year round, with a bit of a break in the middle of summer that lasts for around 2 months. Kind of a glacial tundra mountain landscape. Hey, that boy Hot Chips, thanks for the donation. We're still talking about the bees. Will Page Turner be universal PG, PG-13, or over 13? I would assume it's recommended for teenagers. That's the target audience, is teenagers, probably. Well, and anyone above teenagers. It's not necessarily going to be like made for people younger than that. I do like making it possible for people younger than 13 to watch it, but it's not like, depending on what we want to do with the story. I think it's going to be PG-13 recommended, but I don't really want to have too much cursing in there either, so that way it could be like, okay, either one works. So yeah, there's death and like a lot of violent animals. Well, yeah, but I mean, that's sort of like, as long as nobody dies from it that we see on camera, it should be fine. So okay. Alrighty, so anybody else have any last comments? Oh, it's Pedro. Hey Pedro, how's it going? Yeah, the Owl House is a good example. I think it's more that's like technically PG, but it's targeted more for PG-13. Alright, so, we good for the snow siren? We've got, let's see here, 50 minutes left about. Alright, well, I'm going to assume we're good on the, did everything get shifted over, or is it just me? This is where it was. No, maybe not. I guess it was just me imagining things again. Interesting. Alright, so that's the snow siren. Uh-oh. An unnamed one. Who unnamed this? Okay. This is a water bug. For a long time, they were thought to be simple, flightless bee-like creatures. Their only defining feature is how their abdomens are filled with water. However, upon closer study, they were found to have underwater microbiomes within them. The transparent nature of their bodies allowing an unfiltered view of the ecosystem. The rest of the water bug's body is covered in tough armor. In the US, we spell it without the U. They usually live near forests or near water sources. Interesting. That's really cool. That's a really cool idea. Oh, see ya, Pedro. Does the butterfly have a caterpillar form? Are you talking about the other butterfly? This is a water bug, right? This looks more like an ant, sort of. That's really cool. I really like this one. This could be something that could be like, maybe they're pretty rare, but it's more for the rich, and so they just have, it's instead of like, you know, capturing fish in like a fish tank, right? They capture these ant water bug things, and then like they look in, and then they see the environments, and then it's like, whoa. Wait, so do things live in it? I'm not sure if things live in it, but it's, I mean, as far as plants go, I think plants live in it, but not, maybe not animals? I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, no hating on England. Why is this turning into an England versus America thing? Guys, I'm just saying that Grammarly was like, hey, you're in the US and we don't spell it U-O or O-U-R, it's just O-R. Okay. Okay, so I like this. I don't like leaving them unnamed, but at the same time, I don't like naming them on stream. So I'm gonna name it Ecobug. 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 That's Ecobug. Actually, water bug. Fair enough. Good enough for me. Bugarium. I like that too. So like aquarium, but a bugarium. I like that. Nice. All right. Another unnamed one. Flying fish. Flying. Okay. Flying fish. Oh yeah. This is Rolunix's picture. Sweet. Flying fish. These originally lived in water, but after centuries of eating the volatile in the islands. On the islands? Did it fall from the islands and fall into the water and then they ate them? They began to float and fly through the air. Their diet now consists solely of volatile, and they can often be found. Okay, add to dictionary, please. Thank you. They can be found often swimming through the air along the edges of the island, searching for volatile to eat. There are people that are paid to stop these fish from eating away all of the volatile, as they are considered pests by the majority of Ilarians. Capitalize that E. No, they lived on the lakes of the islands. Okay. Good to clarify. Flying fish are real indeed. Yeah, that was what I was gonna ask. Where can they find the volatile if they're in ponds? Like, isn't the volatile down below? Like, that's why I thought maybe it would start to flake off. And then they would eat it in the water. Saw them more as a forest thing, eating crops instead of eating volatile. around the edges of the islands. The lining of the ponds. What's underneath the Ilarian Islands? Well, I think it's mostly just an island with like little minerals sticking out of it, and that's about it. Right. Do I have a picture? I don't know if I have a picture. Maybe I do. Let's check. We can just use the plant base from our Lunix. So here's sort of a base island. And then here's the volatite sticking out of it. So then the fish would come down here. Eat, eat, eat. Yeah, oh, I also photoshopped one, that's right. I don't have that one saved, I don't think, though. Linux is a good artist. Okay. Are we good for the flying fish? Check your Boerp Schnurp. What? What? Bearp Schnurp? What's that? I don't know what that is. I'm confused. Your plant photos? Discord? What? What? Check your Discord? Did you send something? Oh, okay. Oh, sweet. You sent something. Okay. Mr. Fruit says they put it on the dock, so we're gonna get their burp snurp. It's like, what the heck? I was like, did I forget something? Funny. The bee must still be in here. Get out of here, bee. That's funny. Okay. Oh. Alright. Next is the sentient mushrooms. I'm just gonna say these are sentient mushrooms. What? Alright, let's redo that. There we go. Why am I lagging? Stop. Let me type at full speed. Sentient mushrooms. They have all very distinctive personalities. Can slightly boost mana when around them if they like you. They are often kept as pets. They are also very tasty. Hashtag do not eat the mushroom pets. Can boost powers way more when you eat. Oh jeez, you're just promoting it at this point. Okay. However, eating these are widely seen as cruel, so there's an underground market for them. Oh, so the market is for eating the pets? Oh jeez. Oh no. Oh, you made art for the mushroom pets too? Oh. I didn't save them. How did I not save them? I usually save everything that gets sent. Well, it may not have been in... Was it in the internal chat? I don't know. You deep fry them? Don't deep fry the mushroom pets. It was not really approved. I don't know. I feel like I would have saved it if it was in one of the private chats. Yeah, hashtag don't eat the mushroom pets. Okay. So there's that. Sentient marshmallows. Okay, well here's my question, right? Marshmallows are made in factories, but they don't have that on Ilaria. So, are these sort of similar to marshmallows? Like, it's just they're a little bit different though, like Ilaria's natural version? or something. Well, they're not actually marshmallow. They just seem so... Okay. Makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, cool. Alright, let's fix this so that Grammarly doesn't yell at me. Sentient marshmallows. They are technically a single-celled organism. These creatures are primarily used in hospital situations because of their natural healing abilities. However, in order to use it, they must die afterward. This is because these creatures have mastered the ability to use all of their mana at once, allowing them to heal other living beings. Okay, question. What if, instead of it actually being called sentient marshmallow, what if it was called something else, but Nico calls it a sentient marshmallow because it looks like a marshmallow, and maybe it like tastes like a marshmallow or feels like a marshmallow or something. So then Nico's like, this is a marshmallow. What are you talking about? And so he calls it a sentient marshmallow. It's just their real name is called something different, but it's like, we don't really call it that because Nico called it that. I imagine a whole riot where it's divided into two teams where they protest hashtag protect shrooms or eat the shrooms. Oh boy. Sweet cotton getting hardened if you eat raw ants. They are sour. Huh. Is that for the marshmallow one? Ilarian Mafia versus normal Ilarians. Oh boy. I don't think it shouldn't be something that I don't know. I would be team protect the marshmallows. Or not the marshmallows, the mushrooms. Let it be an utterly long name, so Nico's name will be taken by others because it's shorter. Yeah. I like that idea. Hashtag cute adorable mushroom that can kill me. They can't kill you. Look at this. Does this look like the face of some mushroom that could kill you? Nope, it does not. It does not. Alright, sentient fluffy clouds. Okay. That'll be the name for now. Suppose I should be writing temp here. Oh, shrooms or shroomies. Okay, interesting. Sentient fluffy clouds. While their natural habitat is in foggy swamps, they can also be found wandering alone at night. They feel very soft and bouncy. One theory to them is that they are in tune with the mana that flows through the air, which allows them to float freely. Once they die, their body disappears. Dun dun dun. No image available. A name like whatever that is, yeah. Something like that. Oh my gosh, that would be a pain for the voice actors to pronounce. Because here's the thing, right? Luna would have to be like, oh, this is the da 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 da, and then Nico would be like, what? And then like, but the thing is, the voice actors would have to make it sound legit. Oh boy, that'd be a pain. Okay, so this might be one and the same with the Cloud Companions. That's what it was called. That's what we called it. What does sentient mean? Basically, like a non-living object that has become alive. So, like, for example, Hawkmoth. I have a Hawkmoth doll here. Or not doll, but a pop. If this became alive, it would be a sentient Hawkmoth Funko Pop. Does that make sense? That's what sentient is. Okay. So, next one is two monkeys, but they are joined by the tail. Each one has a different personality. Maybe they are called twin tails. I like that. We'll do that. Twin tails. Sweet. That's interesting. That's a cool idea. Okay. The burp. That's funny. They eat a lot of poppleberries. Baby, alright, yes. And if one bites you, then you get kind of high. Oh boy. If it bites you... if it bites you, it lets a smiley face... It lets... Like on the grape. They are friendly and grabby. It leaves a smiley face mark. Like on the grape. Oh, wow. They are friendly and grabby. I don't know if we should do completely a high. Because, because, like, that might not be a good thing. Maybe it, like, I don't know. If it bites you, maybe it's like a small one. Maybe it's like a 1 minute one or something. This is a very nice, a burp snurp. I don't know how that got translated, how autocorrect was like, nah, you didn't mean Discord, you meant burp snurp. What? Oh, that's so funny. Like intoxication, yeah. So like a 1 minute intoxication or something. Oh, it is gone. Oh wait, what? It just moved me up. What? Oh, this must be Discord or Raw Linux's mushroom pet. This looks kind of evil though. This looks evil. Like this one looks cute, but this one's like, I'm gonna eat you. Maybe this is why there's two different cults. Maybe it looks like this, but he's actually like really harmless and he's super nice. So, maybe this is why there's two people. Because like on the one side, there's people like, this thing is ugly. It looks like it's gonna eat me. Eat it, you know. And then the other side is like, nah, don't hate on it just because it looks weird, you know. Maybe that's what it is. It is a bit creepy. This is what the Alarian Mafia. Show your... Show you every time, but you say, they're so cute. Kinda, yeah. Alright, I want to know what side you would be on. Would you be on Team Eat or Team Save? Put save or eat down in the comments. I would be Team Save. Okay, but you don't need to just spam E. That does not help. Okay. Sorry, but you're gonna have to be put in timeout. Oh boy. I want the blurps to grab onto Nico's eye patch. Because once they grab, they're stuck there for on an hour. Or you have to break their nails. Ouch. That'd be interesting though, like it's just like hanging off of Nico for an hour. That'd be funny. Okay, so far, it looks like it's almost half and half, right? Dang. Half and half. People are for eat and save. He's a Poppleberry addict. Same as them. Yeah. Maybe they'd get along. Maybe that would be Nico's pet. You know, like maybe he just has it wrapped around his neck or something. No. No poll. No poll. We're not doing a poll. You'll fry anything there? You have luck, Attilio. I don't know. They don't have fryers, do they? Like deep fryers? That'd be funny. What if Luna got addicted to deep fried things? Because they don't have deep fryers on Ilaria. Okay. That's enough for the mushrooms. Blurp slurp. Okay, so next we've got a crow or raven, but in the shape of a peacock. Basically a black peacock with sparkly tails. Interesting. I'm trying to imagine what that would look like. Yeah, hashtag stop shroom abuse. Save them. I shroom pet? What? EFM, Ilarian fried mushrooms. Oh, that's sad. So fresh they will still scream. Ah, don't say that. That's so mean. That's so mean. Ouch. Ah. Don't do that. Okay. So, this was just a basic idea. We did some of this with the plants last time, too. Okay, so next, unnamed one. Giant, friendly, fluffy pastel spiders. Their webs are used as a lace. As lace? So, like, lace. Like shoelace? That'd be interesting. What is this? Been sent stuff. Is there new news for Miraculous Ladybug? I don't know. Oh, like the lace you put on furniture or dresses. Okay. Well, maybe it would also work with shoelaces too. I don't know too much about fashion and designing clothing. 2:59. Yeah, we got half an hour. Okay. A water creature that swims up and down the waterfalls of the islands. Are we doing waterfalls? I can't remember. I mean, I know that there's going to be some sort of waterfalls. But eventually, the question is, do the waterfalls go all the way down? Or do they, like, get so spread out from just the drop being so high that it's, like, they spread out and then it just, like, fades into nothingness? I think that's interesting though. A water creature that swims up the... I do like the idea of having waterfalls. So, we'll have to see what we end up doing, because like on the development timeline, the islands will be coming up fairly soon. We just gotta like 1 or 2 more streams until then, because we got to do the biomes, and that could take either 1 stream or 2 streams, depending on A, how many ideas we get, and B, how fast we are in the stream and how productive we are. So like a waterfall hall guard, but it isn't a guard, sorta. Alright. Do the islands have water streaming down? Well, that's the thing, we don't know yet. If they do, then, I mean, there will be some sort of waterfall to some extent, but we don't know if it will go all the way down to the ocean floor. It'd be cool. And there could be like a whole episode about it. Like maybe Nico or Luna falls down one of the water streams and then they get thrown into the ocean. Alright, and for the last and final name, we got pandas. But they're only one color and they're very fluffy with big eyes. Interesting. Alright, time for the, what the heck? Why is this on so weird? Must have put that on tighter than I was expecting to. Alright, cool. Agua! You sent a snurp PNG. Alright, cool. I will let Mr. Fruit take care of that. Please, if you will. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Ah, there it is. The perp snurp. Sweet. That's so funny. That's gotta be the most interesting name. Sweet. I love it. You should make an agua animal. Yeah, an agua animal. But what would it be about? We can use this time now that we've done all of the ones that we've created. We can just start brainstorming. So anybody have any ideas? Like agua animal. Like what would that be? What would it do? Is it just like water? That it's sort of like a slime, but it's not slime. It's water. We can do it. I mean, agua animal. But what is it? What kind of animal? Like, what does it look like? They remind you to stay hydrated. That seems like it would be some sort of comedic gag in a show. Like, I don't know if that's super realistic. I don't know. The only thing I could really think of with that one is that it's just like a blob of water. Are there lands outside of normal islands? Yes. Well, what do you mean by that? Are you talking about... There's no, like... The way that the world works... I don't have any, like... Actually, I do have some ball-shaped stuff here. Alright. Here's... Let's say, for example, this is Ilaria as far as, like, the core. So this entire thing is water. Hence why it's blue. The islands are floating above this. So it's not touching. It's floating above like this. And there's a bunch of them all around the world. There's no islands actually like bordering the water. They're all floating islands. But there are extra, like there's the main islands, but then there's also like small miscellaneous islands just scattered around. So like for example, Hawaii. Maybe there could be some of that, like where it's just like, wow, it's an uninhabited island with unique creatures. Maybe there could be an episode about it. So, does that help? Does that help explain it? All right, let's see here. A crocodile. A crocodile. Crocodile. Is that what? A blob of water that blends in with normal water, but it's actually a parasite. Once inside a body, it takes control of the digestive system to gain energy. A crocodile that stands on 4 legs, and once it lets itself low water appears under. Get them out of the house. Huh. I like the blob of water, but I also like the crocodile. So, what if we did the crocodile as a separate one? I'll go ahead and copy and paste this. Agua. We'll call this one Agua. And then crocodile, copy and paste this. I suppose we don't need this. Whoops. No. Alright, cool. Do you die from the parasite? I don't know. Good question. Or a peacock. I like this one too. That has a waterfall tail. That would look nice. Water themed. I assume you would be able to avoid the parasite. Or maybe they're like... I think what should happen is... the waterbenders might be able to manipulate it and get it out of your system. And then you'll be good. Maybe. It's just, knowing that you have it, it takes a while for you to know. But it's just like, it hurts at first, and then it gets worse, and then you're like, okay, something's definitely wrong. And then you gotta go get it checked out. Can they have mosquitoes, but instead of them biting you, they just steal a strand of hair? Yes. That way we can still have the, dang it, mosquito bite. But it wouldn't be an actual mosquito bite, it would just be, ow, my hair. I love that. Did I say waterbenders? Yeah. I meant water magic users. Sorry, guys. Say it normally leaves after a while like a kidney stone, but if it doesn't, then you might starve. You would have to lower the mana shield to let a water manipulator help you. To lower the mana shield. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. In Ilaria, ants should be loners and antisocial. How would that work, though? I don't know, like... Maybe instead of, like... Maybe they're large ants. I could see that if they were a large ant. The reason why they have to stick together is because they're so small. Find two ants together. It is like finding a lucky clover. Yeah, indeed. Alright. So, before we lose track of time, I assume... I should probably pull up the development timeline. We are doing animals, so I think next what we should do is the environment / biomes. And then that'll either take 1 or 2 streams. And so we can create, well, on the Discord we'll create a biomes channel. And so you can just post your ideas. So like, what kind of trees would you find? Like, would they be tall trees, short trees, no trees, dead trees, etc.? And then you can find concept images online to sort of support what you're going for, or draw your own, either one. And then we will just create a document very similar to this to have those biomes, come up with a name for the biomes too. And then what we can do is for the islands, we will actually discuss the islands. And then when we're making the maps, then we can put the islands, we'll just say, okay, so this area right here, this is this biome, and then this, and then this, and then this. So it'll be good. Okay, going back to the animals. A sea turtle that has wings instead of arms and lives in between islands. I love that. That's a great idea. Whoops. Stop it. Love that. That's awesome. So is that next stream? Yes, I think we will do biomes next stream, unless if like everybody has objections. Does anybody have any objections to doing biomes next stream? A creature that does polls and everybody hates it? Yeah. Well, it's not that, I don't think everybody hates polls, it's just like it takes a lot of time. And so it's kind of inconvenient to have to do a poll every single time we want to do something. A demon biome? Well, yeah, we would need the biome that the demons would live in. And then as far as... Did we... Did I ever... I'll have to check in the resources, because having the creatures and having the plants will be useful for the biome. So if they're not already there, then we will put a link to the Google Docs or backup Google Docs or something on the Discord, so that way you can access them. By the way, if you're not in the Discord, highly recommend that you join it. It's down in the description of this stream and in the recap episode as well, because yeah, a lot of things are on there and it's useful. The turtles can be a method of transport between the islands. Yeah, that is if you find one. They can be rare. Maybe you have to befriend one. Maybe Luna and Nico find one, and then they befriend it. And then it's like, hey, our own turtle buddy. Just realize if Nico has this term stuck onto his eye patch and goes to school, no one will ever bother because that's already odd enough. Yeah, it's just another day for Nico. Yep. Yep, Nico is an interesting character. I love his... He probably has my favorite design out of all the characters. One of my favorite designs. I love his design so much. Although everybody seems to think he needs to have a more proper school outfit, but I don't think so. I think his design is perfect the way it is. And how often do you see a main character going to school with just a normal looking outfit? All the main characters have interesting, weird looking outfits. So Nico looks like an anti-flame. Yeah, he does. He looks so cool. He's so cool. You will make him in a Sailor Japan like uniform? What? Like a Sailor Moon? Like a school uniform? He stands out in school, so normal people avoid him. Yeah. Oh boy. What are you doing? I'm confused. We are doing, well, I guess not technically right now. We're talking about Nico right now. But we were doing Ilarian creatures. So we're at the end of the stream now. So I would recommend that you watch the recap episode because that will be crucial to understanding everything. Or I suppose you could just rewatch this entire stream, but that's like 2 hours, so I don't hold it against you if you don't want to watch it, because I don't really want to watch that either. So yeah, thanks for everyone who submitted some things, even if some of them were later than others. I gave you a warning yesterday, and some of you still procrastinated. Like, I knew because I checked yesterday. I was like, well, we don't have very many submissions, so I made that announcement hoping that we would get more, and we did. So it's just know, everybody, that procrastination is not always the best thing. It's not. Luna appears. Everyone freaks out. Nico approaches Luna. Well, that explains a lot. No one sees it weird anymore. Yeah, that's perfect. That's a perfect way to get away with everything. Because it's like, Nico is just so weird. Luna just fits right in with Nico. Nothing weird about it. Yep, alright, we got 15 minutes left. Yeah, you submitted yours in the middle of the... Yeah. I'm just talking about the people... And same thing with the plants, too. Some people submitted it, like, 1 minute before stream started. I was like, okay, well, I'll have to have Mr. Fruit do this, because I gotta start the stream. Luna gets to Earth. Oh, so other humans do have dual eyes, yeah? Yeah, because Nico only has one eye. That's sad. Except, did we ever decide whether or not Luna goes to Earth first or Nico goes to Ilaria first? I can't remember. Nico pushes her back in the portal. Well, yeah, if she saw someone right when they came out of the portal. You submitted yours after the stream started? How could you? How could you? It's okay, we got to it. It's fine. I hope. I think we got to it, right? Probably we got to it. Nothing after this, right? No. It ends. Let's add some cool formatting on here. Check this out. Add-ons, fun text. Text color. Rainbow. Smooth rainbow. Yay. Alright, sweet. Well, this was a pretty productive stream. We got some nice, unique looking creatures. Blobfish with hair. Huh. That seems really weird. Who's Luna? Yeah, okay. You're gonna have to like if you're really interested, you're gonna have to watch the recap stream that we did. Was it the 18th stream? I can't remember. It was a pretty long time ago. Can somebody... I feel like we need to just, like, pull this up and pin it at the start of every single stream. Because there's always someone in here who's like, who's Nico? So, does anybody have the stream link? At this point, I should just memorize the link to the recap stream. You gotta rewatch you gotta, I guess... Not rewatch, but if you're really invested, you gotta initially watch the 2-hour recap stream, and then yeah. Can't get over Aiden's reading today. Haha. Well, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. Didn't mean to have my reading be weird. A chameleon that changes the color of its surroundings. So instead of changing its color, it changes the color of its surroundings. That could be interesting, but I don't know. I mean, I suppose it is. It would just be magic, but that's interesting. I'll write it down. Sweet. Whoops. Join the Discord and put it into the channel. Please read again the cat creature's name. What? Oh. Let's see if I remember how to pronounce it. That one. Wait, you are talking about not the Gelox, but this one, right? That's what you're talking about. I guess this one isn't really a cat, is it? What am I thinking? Please read again. Oh, the marshmallow. The meme one? This one? The sentient marshmallow? Or the mushroom? Okay, it was the hehe one. Alright. The hehet bud. The hehet bud. It's like a slime guy. Hehet bud. Is anybody actually gonna clip all of the times I've said hehet bud? That'd be interesting. You could put it on the new subreddit that was created. Am I still the only one who posted something on there? Let's take a look. Hey, I'm not the only one who posted something. Oh, my post has 2 upvotes. No comments though. Can I be a moderator? Daniel, can I be a moderator? That'd be nice. Then I could add like banner art and stuff. Then we can maybe change this to this. Something. Yeah. Well, there's now a subreddit created by Daniel, in case you wanted to visit that for some reason. Alright, well, we've got 8 minutes left. What do we want to do with the last 8 minutes of time? Oh, you don't have Discord? You should get it. It's very useful. And it'll be crucial for when we get to the story development part of page turner, whenever that may be. Don't know when it'll be, but it will be eventually a thing. And it'll be cool because it's fun. I don't sound very convincing there, but it will be fun. Trust me. Trust me. It actually took you a while to think of a name like Bud. Really? Well, it took me a long time to think of Jellox. Just kidding. I just took Jello and this looks like a fox and put them together. You should react to the page turner subreddit every week or two. Well, here's the thing, right? There's 25 people watching right now. And, yeah, so there's about maybe 40 people who would be active. And so I don't really think... I mean, like, I suppose if all of you guys posted, like, fun stuff from the stream, then maybe we could do something like that. But, don't think it's very likely. At a sweeper mine, for you playing Minesweeper. They live in caves and place tiny traps around the cave, similar to the game. Interesting. How would the flags work? I'll write that down. I know you're just kidding, but sort of wanted to incorporate it because that's the thing, right? We can add these fun little things. Oh, did someone else put another thing? Interesting. You put a pebble. Oh, interesting. A bird that can mimic other sounds, like a tractor or other animals, to scare away predators. They can also change into other birds with a similar structure to come and steal resources from the nest to avoid detection. Interesting. So kind of like the parrots from Minecraft, how they can mimic like zombies and stuff. Interesting. Speaking of Minesweeper. Oh. Let's play some Minesweeper. Zoom in. Boom. Alright. Do you think we could speedrun this in 5 minutes? It's kind of blurry. Let's zoom back out again. Boom. It's pretty loud. Is there any way to turn this down? Have you seen GM Hikaru play this? No, I haven't. Sweeper Mine is Ilari's favorite game to play, yeah. How come you're playing it in page turner? Cause we've only got a little bit of time left. And why not? This is page turner indeed, yeah. It's tradition. Indeed, it is tradition. You can't have a page turner stream without playing a little bit of Minesweeper at the end. Unless if we're just so busy that we just have time. Ooh, we got 3 minutes left. Okay, there's one more in here that I gotta like figure out the entrance point, and I don't know where it is. Anyone else see it? Oh, right here. Here it is. Found it. We good. Oh. Okay. When's your next live stream? Yeah, next Sunday, 1:30 p.m. It's basically the same time next week. So, yeah, before you come, if you're interested, you gotta watch that recap. Did anybody send that recap stream? We need the link to that recap stream. All right. I need another open location. Where is it? Above the one. Where? Right here? There's a bomb above the one between the two threes. Right here. Why? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Alright. I get that. Because otherwise, it would be... Okay. Yeah, sweet. Ta-da. Sweet. Thank you guys for the help. All right. We're over time. Where to attack from next? Let's see here. See, there's two along this. What's wrong with overtime? Nothing. I'm just saying. Win this or you're stuck here forever. Dun dun dun. Well, there's one here. Well, I think it's here and here. I suppose it could be there too. Dang it. Or, well, no. It could be there or there. No, it couldn't. So it's this and that. Woo! The space next to the two at the bottom. At the top. Oh, wait. The space next to the two at the top is not a bomb. This one right here. This one right here is not a bomb. So either this one or this one's a bomb. I don't think there's enough information down here, though. Okay, well, if this one isn't a bomb... Are you talking about this too? I assume you're talking about this one, right? Yeah, I don't think there's enough information for you to determine that, is there? Because there's one bomb in between these two spaces, and one bomb in between these two spaces. And we just have to determine which one it is. Imagine a jail where they give you a 100 by 100 Rubik's Cube and tells you to finish it, and when you can solve it, you can leave. Hilarion punishment for cheating? Dang. That would be brutal, because most people wouldn't be able to ever do that. So it's like, well, I guess I stay here forever now. 5 years later on the Page Turner art book. Fun fact. After the live stream, they didn't like to play Minesweeper, yeah. This is our dream hobby. Okay, I need more agua. My voice is starting to go bad. Okay, so the space next to the 3 near the top isn't a bomb. So this one right here, this one is not a bomb. Well, that would mean that this one is a bomb, right? And that would mean that this one... Wait. That would mean that that one is a bomb. Yeah? Is that good? Just click what? This one right here? It's so hard to tell direction, especially that since there's no grid. Like, you could say like, what? Well, I suppose you could, but it would be hard to count. Click! Oh! Funny. Well, that opens up a lot of possibility now, doesn't it? Well, we know for a fact that there's bomb right there. That one's fine. Funny. There. Yep. It's funny. Oh well. There's no going back now. Ooh, 4. Boom. Boom. Okay. We're making good progress. Okay. We're almost there. We are almost there. Okay, well, there's only 8 more bombs. So if I were to just click randomly again, the odds of me hitting a bomb are pretty low. But I don't really want to, because that sort of defeats the purpose of the game. So let's try to think about this, right? We know that one of these 2 is a bomb, and one of these 2 is a bomb as well. I think it's these 2. Boom. Sweet. There's only 2 more bombs left. One more bomb left. One of these 2 spaces. It has to be that one. No, it doesn't. It's not that one. What? There was only one left. Wait. I rushed it too much. Oh, shoot. Because I was like, okay, well, there's not, like, there's 2 here. I wasn't looking at, oh, dang it. This is why you don't rush this game. All right, I'm done with your music. This is why you don't rush the game. I know, I didn't see this one. I was like, oh, there's 2 here. This, I was rushing it, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We can count that as a win in our hearts. But let this be a lesson that you do not rush things. Because bad things. Your whole family's laughing at me? Dang it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for letting your family down. It's okay. It's okay. We'll do better next week. We will do better next week. Although we might not play next week because we have a lot of stuff to do next week. Guess you stay in jail more. Yeah. Oh, man. 1 left. We were 1 away. We were 1 away. This is why you double check. All the time. You always double check. Always make sure you're saving your files. Always make sure, I don't know, you're doing stuff correctly. Yeah. All right. The Rubik's Cube is waiting for you. Yeah. Yes, it is. I do have some Rubik's Cubes, and I used to be able to solve them, but I don't think I could solve them anymore because it's been so long. Should I give it a try? Should I give it a try? Because here's the thing, though, right? If I end up not being able to remember how to solve it, then I'm gonna have to like relearn, which I suppose is not a bad thing. Ah, Hawkmoth, I'm sorry. No, and Cat Noir's falling over too. Ah, everything is falling. All right. So here's the Rubik's Cube. Don't cheat. I won't cheat. I just have to remember how to do it. It's been so long. It has been so long. Oh, you're gonna go, Grapefruit, Mr. Fruit. You're gonna miss me solving the Rubik's Cube. Don't say sorry. Oh, that's a fair point. Don't say sorry to Hawkmoth. All right. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Oh boy, it's been so long. It's been years. We'll see if it comes back. Perfect. Oops, that was not right. Oh wait, shoot. That's right. I have to do this in a particular way. How do you solve one? There's a specific formula to it. So, okay, so now I have the white, and I have the first band of this color, right? So now I have to fill in these 2 with the correct color. Let's see, do I remember how to do this? Let's see here. Oh, I put it in backwards. Shoot. Well, I remember the formation. I just didn't do it right. Wait. So is it? It's hard to. I'm trying to remember. Oh shoot! I already forgot the form. Shoot. Oh man. It upsets me that I'm solving it like that. What? What are you talking about? I put it in backwards again. Oh, well. Oh, wait. No, I didn't get it. Aha, I did it that time. Alright, sweet. I suppose you can't really see that. Yeah, you're watching me in jail. This is the jail stream. Alright, so I'm gonna try to attempt to put this piece in. So I need to... Wait, whoops. Aha, I did it. Alright, sweet. This one. So I need to go that way. Ah! It's coming back to me now. Yes. Alright, sweet. Now we got the white, and we've got the band of all the colors for the two. Now comes the tricky part. I don't remember how to do this at all. That feels right. That feels right. That feels like the correct formation, but... Okay, there's... But... My question is, though, typically, it's supposed to be... Something like... I may have accidentally... Because eventually you're supposed to end up with a line down the middle. You can just pop the cube. Yeah, well, I could, but... Oh. That feels like a formation that I've done before as well. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's like... I suppose from my perspective, it would be like this. Wait. And then you go this, right? I'm trying to remember the formation. For me, I feel like it's this. But you see, I feel like... Because you're supposed to have this corner, so I feel like this is supposed to be twisted in the other way. But I don't really want to break it. Like, because I feel like this should be up here. Because then if it was, then you would go like this. It is. It definitely is. Because look, there's supposed to be a line right here. Yeah, okay. There's definitely... This definitely got put in wrong or something. See if I can twist it without breaking it. Uh-oh. Ah! Oh no, it's broken. See if I can... Get back in there. Peel this thing. Aha! I did it. I did it. Look. Now there's a line. Alright. Let's see if this is how you do it. No! I messed it up. I messed it up. I messed it up. No! Oh no. Shoot! Do I have to start over from scratch? Great. I shouldn't have done this. Alright. Okay. Dang it. It's been too long. It's been too long. Okay, well, that's okay. We're not set back too far. We're not set back too far. It's all right. Oh, good, good. And the band. Oh, yeah. All right. Look, we're back to where we were. We're back to where we are. way. I feel like there's supposed to be a plus here, too. I feel like yeah. Alright, I think another one got... I think this one's supposed to be flipped around as well. Because I remember this formation, except there's one piece out of whack. Please don't hate me for cheating, because it's not cheating. Look, this is a key formation. Then you do some sort of special move with it. Yes, this is starting to come together. Maybe. Stop massacring the cube? I'm sorry. Yes! Look at that, look at that. We're almost there, we're almost there. We're almost there, guys. Somehow. Okay, now it has something to do with turning it around and then doing some weird switcheroo thing. Something weird. Yeah, I know. We're so close. I feel like this was the formation. That's the formation that my hand is doing instinctively. But I don't remember... Like, I feel like... That. It's just... I mean, you'd want to solve the top centers because you got the... Yeah. See, here's what I remember, right? This and this was supposed to be yellow or green, right? And then you did something with that to try to get to swap them. That's what I remember. Maybe we can go back to this and then redo the yellow face. And maybe that'll help fix it. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just going crazy. We're making progress, I feel like. Because look, now we have this thing, which is the same formation. I just messed it up. Oh, great. Thanks for joining me today on Aiden Messes Up His Rubik's Cube. I remember instinct. I did it. Yes, I did it. It's been like probably 3 years since I've last solved this. And so I think I did pretty good. Oh yeah, you're still looking at Minesweeper, but I suppose I should have moved over. Boom. We solved the Rubik's Cube. Yeah, I suppose if I was doing it like this, you could have seen me do it. Should we do it again? Do we do it again? Solve it again? It's not a 100 by 100 size. I bet if we were to do it again, I could do it even faster. Because now I sort of know how to do it. A little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, look. I fixed it. I didn't break it, I fixed it. Somehow it got out of whack. Again? Should I do it again? I'm tempted to do it again. Speed run it. Here, check this out. Cool thing you could do. Boom. Hex. Checker. Again? Alright. We gotta get a timer up here too. Stopwatch. Alright, ready? Well, I suppose you can't see the timer, but I'm timing it. Alright. 3, 2, 1, start. Alright. Oh wait, shoot. Stop the timer. I gotta mess it up first. Oh, someone said next week. Well, alright, well, it's too late now. I'm gonna solve it again. No, I'm not ready yet. Alright, so it's all messed up now. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Don't. Where is it? Here it is. Alright, don't. Alright. Let's go. We got this. We'll do it in record speed. I don't mess it up. Alright. We got the first band. Yep. Let's go. You're watching the next Rubik's Cube Prodigy. 4 seconds. Wait, hold up. What's wrong? This? Guess not. How do I... Crap. Oh great. I just messed it up. We're back. I solved it. Fixed it. Yeah, I need to focus. Can't be distracted by commentary. You know what? I'm starting to think I'm missing a step. And I just cheated my way last time. Because I have this, and now I need to get to the thing in the corner. And what I did last time is I just swapped these two. Or maybe it's like this. Maybe this is the way. We'll see. Done this before. That didn't seem to work. Oh, what did I just do? I did not mean to do that. Well, shoot. Oh boy. I made an oopsie. Oops. I shouldn't have sped run this. Because I don't know how to fully do it. I need to relearn how to do this fully. Oh great, I'm stuck here. I don't know how to do this part from here. Maybe I got lucky last time, or maybe it was because I cheated. The thing is, sometimes I remember the move and sometimes I don't. Like, sometimes the move instinctively comes back. Sometimes it doesn't. I feel like that was a thing that I did, but I don't... What? Blink twice if I want to stay in jail. I don't want to stay in jail. Let me out. Let me out. No. See, it might help if I actually remembered the rules, like when you're supposed to do one of these and for what reason. Because look, if I were to flip this one and this one, then I could win. But I don't have a Rubik's Cube minion, guys. It's already been 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Is there something with a T? I don't think there was. I don't remember what to do after this. Alright, guys, I can see it. I'm gonna have to look up a guide. Rubik's Cube guide. You can do the Rubik's Cube. Alright. Place yellow corners. What? I have the yellow. I have the... Make yellow cross. Alright. Yeah. Okay. I have the front face. Front. Okay, well that definitely did not work. Well, great, that just ruined everything, because... Ah, I did it! Somehow. I must have forgotten how to do that move. That was the one thing I was forgetting, because now that I'm here, now that I have this, now I can... This looks familiar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is all looking good now. Then we can go like this. Or no, that messed it up. That ruined everything. That ruined everything. Undo. Ah, yes. Yes. This is it. This is it. Boom! Where's the timer? Get out of here. Boom! 8 minutes and 22 seconds. What? This is a Rubik's Cube. Come on. Okay. Well, okay. Look. There was just one move that I was forgetting. Okay? And once I remember that move, then it's game over for the Rubik's Cube. Rubik's, what's my record? I don't know. I feel like I've gotten it in a minute's time. Oh, I don't know what brand this is. I don't know. I've had this thing for years, so I don't know. 15 seconds for you? You've done it in 15 seconds? Ugh. I don't understand how people do it so fast. Alright. Yeah, it's the jail brand. Alright, well, that's it for this stream. Thanks for the 20 of you. Wow, there's still 20 people here? There was like 25 when we ended. I'll solve it again next week, but next week I'll, like, be better. I'll be good next week. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go edit the recap episode, and then we will be good. Your record is 55 seconds? Oh, dang, you guys are so fast at it. GG. The world record is under 4 seconds. I know. I have no idea how to do that. Train hard with a montage. Don't have the budget for that. Jail cube, yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. I'll see you next week with the biomes. I'll add a biome. Oh, nope, it's already added. It's already good. We're good. We are good. So, yeah, I'll see you next week. Goodbye, everyone.